Back to Lexington, Tennessee. I'm Steve Cornell, along with Robin Smith and Kurt Carroll, and we're here for Hardin County and Lexington here in a big Region 6 matchup. The two top teams, the two undefeated teams in the region, going at it here for a battle for first place. The Tigers will go on the road again next week. They'll have Milan, and then they'll end up their season at home with another region game with Liberty. Lexington has a game next week, and then they'll end up their region play with Chester County. So really, the winner of this game has got a pretty good road to being number one in the region, and all important, a couple, maybe 2 or 3 playoff berths at home.
Playoff implications as far as this game is concerned. You could, as far as the winner of our region, could stay at home all the way to the championship game if you made it that far in the playoff scenario. But as I was saying a while ago, tonight is going to be, I think, determined in the trenches between the two lines, the offensive and defensive lines. The young Tiger defensive lineman, it's going to be big boy football. They have not seen something like they're going to see tonight as far as an offensive line is concerned. I think that as far as the Tigers, you're going to see probably a lot of rollouts as far as Rivers is concerned to give him time to throw the ball. I think you'll see a lot of quick post as far as that, because Lexington will blitz as far as linebackers. So anyway, this is just get ready. This is going to be a good football game.
The Tigers race out onto the field from the south end zone. Lexington coming out of their locker room. And Kurt, we're talking about the blitzing with the linebackers. We have seen that game in and game out. It's just about every game we play, they're trying to get back there and throw Rivers off. We've been able to, for the most part, take care of that, keep him pretty clean. We'll have to do that again tonight.
Well, there's one thing about Rivers that I think's been really impressive is he's probably the glue. I mean, we talk about Whitley and his running ability and how much better he's run the football this year than last year. And Pope, who's caught, I think, still leading West Tennessee in receptions. But I think Rivers is the one that kind of sticks it all together.
It all starts with him.
That's right. And he's a cool, calm cucumber back there. He really plays like a senior. It's like it's his team, and the way he shifts and moves and buys himself time, and he's got good legs. I mean, if he gets pressed hard enough, he can get out of it. So, we kind of go as he goes. You can always run the ball without a quarterback, but you can't throw it. And they're, I'm sure, going to try to make us one-dimensional and try to make us run the football. I mean, throw the football. They're probably going to stack it, and if that be the case, we've been able to take whatever teams have shown us, so we'll just see how it plays.
Well, the Tigers win the toss, and they defer to the second half, so they'll go on defense. They'll try this offense out. You've been listening to the Central Bank pregame show. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, it'll be Hardin County and Lexington here in Lexington, Tennessee. Hardin County football coming your way right after this timeout. We'll kick it off for Hardin County. Back deep is Jordan Smith. He'll kick it from the north to the south end zone. And it's football time in Hardin County. A high end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken at the 15-yard line, coming right up the middle and popped at the 30. Falls forward to about the 31.
That was Carter Scott and Jacob Harrison in on the tackle.
So good job, too. Yeah. I mean, we went deep on the kick. He kicked it down to about the 15-yard line in good coverage. I mean, really in high school, if you kick it down to about the 15-yard line, they'll usually get it out to about the 40. So good start by the kick team.
So Jordan Smith will be the quarterback. They'll go in a shotgun formation. McLean will be the tailback. Two receivers right, one to the left. Here's McLean right up the middle, hitting the backfield, still on his feet, dives out across the 35 to the 36. We had him in the backfield. That's Davis. That was the initial contact, but they picked up about 6 on the carry.
Number 22, Adam Harris, one of the our freshman defensive line in the ball game to start the game. Smith at other defensive tackle. You've got Bryce Davis and Hooper at your defensive ends.
Smith brings them to the line. Two receivers right, one on the left. Here's a snap, hand it off. Ryan right side, hitting the backfield again, still on his feet at the 40, going down the sideline at the 45. So we've hit him twice in the backfield, unable to wrap up, and he's not going to go down easy, and they move it out for a first down at the 48.
That's something you don't really see. Davis comes through free. Davis comes through he was untouched and in the backfield, and almost I thought he was going to tackle him when he got the football, but the back just stopped still. He ran right by him, and then he still picked up the first down.
They'll send two receivers left, one here to the near side, 4-man front for the Tigers. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. They'll hand it off up the middle. Has running room at the 50, 45, still on his feet, the 40. Pope's going to knock him down in Tiger territory, 35.
That's what you're looking at right there. That's what they love to do. They love to block you up front and run that football, and they're doing a good job. Gray comes in the ball game, number 76, or Robinson, I'm sorry, number 76 at defensive line.
Center guard looks like 3 Coke machines.
Yeah.
So Smith will line them up. He'll send two receivers to his left, one here to the near side. They've done it all on the ground. McLean right behind him now, flag.
Don't know what this is about. Illegal substitution?
Well, let's see what they did. Yep.
Against us.
Yeah, we got 12 on the field.
Yep, Malabana didn't come out of the ball game.
So did we call a timeout? The coaching staff thinks we have a timeout.
Flags against Hardin County.
And I see, are they going to give it? They're going to give it to us, I think. They're talking about it.
No flag. They're going to wave it off.
Because he called the timeout.
So Coach Smith got a timeout. They seen
no flag on the play.
That they had 12 on the field. They take the timeout. And now Lexington is confused because they stayed out on the field.
You want an explanation.
Yeah.
If you call a timeout before you run the next play.
Well, now they're going to are they going to take a full timeout here or what, or give Lexington a minute to do their thing? I guess that's what they're going to do. They're going to let their coaching staff talk to them. 10:45 to go here in the opening quarter. Lexington took the opening kickoff. They've marched it right down the field into Tiger territory at the 33.
Tiger defenders have been able to get to the running back actually before he gets up ahead of steam, but they hadn't been able to lock up and bring him down.
He's good. I mean, you can tell. He's gained about 4 yards every time we tackled him.
4 yards after the initial hit.
Right.
Now he'll line up right behind Smith, shotgun formation. Tigers in tight, right up the middle. This time they stop him as he runs right in the back of his center.
He ran into the pile then.
Good play by the linebacker.
On the carry.
So no gain on the play. It'll be second down, 2nd and 10 for Lexington.
Linebacker,
Carter Scott.
Yeah, good play by him.
And Parker Stanfield are in the middle.
So Smith looks over to the Lexington sideline, gets the play, sends two receivers to his left. They're going from the south to the north end zone. One receiver out here, single coverage. Bourne has him. Now McLean to the left of Smith. They roll it that way. He's going to cut it up the field, has running room, gets outside. He has speed. And he's going to be run out of bounds, but he don't have the speed Pope does. But he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. As that time he kept it around the left edge. And he's got them in scoring position. First down, 1st and 10, it looks like, at the 12-yard line.
I mean, to give you an indication how Pope can run, he took an inside, and the quarterback cut outside the block. Pope was already committed inside. Pope had to stop and then caught him before he ran 10 more yards. So, I mean, yeah, he would have scored against a lot of teams.
First down, 1st and 10 at the 12. Smith in the shotgun. Here's a snap. They hand it off to McLean, trying to find some running room. He does. Cuts it upfield at the 10, and then just bulls his way down to about the 5. As he had a hole. I think Robin could have run through on that side.
Maybe walked. My running days are over.
It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 3 as they spot it at the Tiger 5. 9:28 to go here in the first quarter. They started this drive at their own 31.
We're just having trouble getting off their blocks. They're staying on their blocks really well.
Smith brings them to the line. McLean behind him. Here's a snap. He's going to give it to him. No. Smith is going to keep it. He's going to be stopped and dropped. That's Hooper.
Good job by Jacob Hooper from his defensive end position. He stayed at home and took the quarterback and made the tackle for a loss.
So he actually went back to the 10-yard line, so a loss of about 7 on the play.
I don't understand that, because you're sitting there powering it up, just making us eat it, and then they come with a little trick. He pulls it and tries to get outside naked without any block.
3rd down, 3rd and 8. Big 3rd down play here for the Tiger defense. Here's a snap, rolling to his right. He's going to keep it, trying to get outside this time. He's going to be swarmed under.
Tiger defense was there.
Right at the line of scrimmage, so to bring up 4th down. Well, they're going to give him about a yard. It'll be 4th down, 4th and 7.
See if Coach Hollingsworth wants to try to get 3 or get to big 7 right on the beginning. Big decision for him right here.
Boy, they're going to give him a couple. 4th down, 4th and 5, and it looks like they're sending in their kicker, which will be Connor Wood. So Wood will line
they're not sending. Yeah, they are. I'm sorry.
Wood will line it up and set the tee down at his own 14-yard line.
They're running short.
Smith will hold.
There's a flag. Took too much time.
Yep.
That'll be 5 more yards. He'll have to kick it.
So that'll push them back 5, and it'll go from a 24-yard kick
against Lexington
to, they'll spot it.
5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Spotted at the 19.
Be almost 30-yard field.
Yep. So Smith will hold it down there. He's kicking from the right hash as they await the snap. Here's a snap. It's a high one. The kick is up. It's spinning left. It shouldn't be no good, and it is no good.
Tiger defense comes up big on the goal line.
Yeah, he hooked it left that extra 5 yards, and the Tigers hold.
Yeah, he'd have made that 5 yards closer.
5 yards closer.
You know, we had a great angle at that.
I know it.
But I still wasn't sure he didn't make it.
Well,
it looked like he may have hooked it inside. You know, it has to go. The entire ball has to pass inside the upright. In other words, if you look up and the ball goes over the upright,
go ahead.
It's just no good. It has to completely be on the inside of the pole.
So Hardin County escapes that drive, and they'll take over. First down, 1st and 10 at the 20. Hunt in the shotgun. They give it to Rivers right up the middle. He's hitting the backfield and loses a yard.
Whitley. You said
who did I say?
Rivers. Rivers gave it to himself.
Yeah. Whitley.
Rivers to Rivers.
Well, it might have worked.
Yeah.
That one didn't.
Lost about a half a yard.
So they're going to give him, about a yard loss. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 11. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left.
Lexington in basically a 3-man front with 4 linebackers. They're defending the Hardin County passing game at this point in time.
Whitley stands to Rivers' right. Now we move.
Yeah, we got number 72 right tackle. He moved a little quick.
Well, what we can't do is get behind the sticks early.
No.
So false start against the Tigers, and it moves it back to the 15. So a yard loss on the first play, and then a 5-yard penalty, and we find ourselves back at the 15.
They're in that basic cover 2 zone defense,
Yep,
2 safeties over the top.
One linebackers, kind of look at them from the outside over there.
Rivers brings them to the line, looking to throw. Still looking, lets it go, complete to Garner up near the 25-yard line. They're going to drive him back, but they'll give him the 23.
Tackle made by number 13.
So good catch, good throw, and a good tackle.
Got about 10 of it back, 8 maybe.
Yeah, so it'll be third and about 7 from the 22.
Result of the play will be third down. Get on your feet, Tiger fans. It's third down.
So it's third down, as you can hear, as nobody else would know. But
they're doubling Pope out there. Look,
yeah, I would too.
Rivers brings them to the line, third down. 3rd and 7. He empties the backfield, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the near side. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking, pulls it down, takes off, has a little bit of running room. He's going to be tripped up and going to be close to a Hardin County Bank first down as he gets to 31. That should be enough.
Brought down.
I can't, we're at Lexington.
Yeah.
It's hard to see sidelines.
It is. Our Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers as Hunt pulls it down and takes off and gets some running room, breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and the Tigers keep the ball. First down, 1st and 10. At the 30 now.
Well, that's what we talked about. He's able to make things happen when it's not there in the throwing lanes, and that was a good example.
2 receivers right, 1 here to the near side. They're going from the north to the south.
look at the line of scrimmage. How many men they've got on the line?
Yeah, they got everybody up there. They're bringing the house. They get to Whitney right side. Has a little bit of running room, just driving his feet close to the 35.
Number 28 on the carry. Initial
Pick up about 5 on the carry, I think. It's hard to see the markers out there. They're going to give him about 4.
At the 35-yard line, brings up 2nd down.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and about 6, maybe a long 7. 5:04 to go here in the first quarter. Lexington missed a field goal on their first drive. Tigers started this drive to their own 20. Hunt in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Handoff right up the middle, looking for some running room. That time he spun into a tackle. If he'd stayed outside, he'd had some room. But he got hit pretty hard there at the line of scrimmage and loses 2 yards. Loses back to the 35, maybe a
still 3rd down.
They give him about a yard, really. So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 6. So another big 3rd down play for the Tiger offense. 2 receivers to the right, 2 out here to the near side. Whitley stands to the right of Hunt. They're looking to blitz. Linebackers getting up in the gap. Now they drop back. Looking to throw. Fires over the middle. Complete to Garner. He's going to be knocked down, but that'll be enough for the first down at the 45. That'll be a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers. As Garner just set up at the 45 and Hunt hit him.
Good job by the offensive line, giving Rivers time to throw the ball. As Steve said, Seth just went down, set up in a vacant spot. Rivers picked him up, found him for the first down.
This is a game Garner can have a big game because if they're going to really cheat to Pope's side and kind of corral him, that's going to give Garner more opportunities, and he's taking advantage of it. Him and the quarterback look good together.
2 receivers to the right now. Now we got a flag. What is it? Did we jump?
Flag on the play.
Illegal procedure.
False start against Hardin County.
2 false starts on our offensive line. I don't know who that was on that
I
side.
think that was on the center, to be honest with you.
Still 1st down.
I want to, while we got a minute, say hello to Coach Albert Ellison listening to us. Coach has some health issues, but as always, he's bouncing back strong. We appreciate him listening to the ball games this year. I think he's got some kinfolk out there with the Cummins boys. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Under pressure. Rolling to the right. Still looking as Rivers lets it go. It's going to be complete to Garner again as he just stretched it out at the 48-yard line of Lexington. Now the Tigers in Lexington territory. What a good play by Hunt.
2nd down.
Keeping that game, keeping that play alive.
Better than it looked because he had a linebacker right in he had to throw it over the linebacker's head, and he didn't have but about 8 yards, and he had to put enough loft on it that it didn't go over Garner's head. It's a good touch pass.
Now Bourne and Pope here to the near side, Garner to the far side. Well, that's Knox Gray now in the game. Whitley stands right behind Hunt. They're going to give it to Whitley, trying to get outside, trying to find something. Now he does. Cuts it up at the 45. He's going to be hammered out of bounds at about the 41, but that'll be enough for a Hardin County make 1st and 10 on the run by Whitley. If you're listening to the game, want to watch it live, we're streaming on YouTube. You have to go to youtube.com, and the channel is Slice93. We'll get you to the game, hopefully.
This is a good ball game so far.
Yeah. I mean, this is big boy football right here.
They're both sides getting after it.
First down, 1st and 10, Hardin County at the 41 of Lexington. Here's a snap, straight drop, still looking, fires down the middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete at the 10. Looking for Pope. We had two receivers down there, Bourne and Pope, pretty close to each other, and a good miss by Rivers.
Garner back into the ball game. He went out a couple of plays on that pass that he caught over there from Rivers. He took a pretty good lick, and he got up a little slow, so went out of the game for a couple plays, and now he's back in.
Yeah, there's some hitting going on out there, that's for sure. I mean, now we've got some players talking to each other, and the officials are talking to the line of scrimmage and telling them to keep it down. So some jawing going on. Second down, 2nd and 10. 2:05 to go here in the first. No score. Tigers driving. Ball at the 41 of Lexington. Here's a snap. Rivers straight up the middle. Now bounces it outside. Cuts it back to the middle of the field. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. Inside the 30. Down to the 29. And that'll be enough for Hardin County to make 1st and 10. And now we got a flag.
Brought down at the 29-yard line. Flag.
All that jawing turned into
a flag.
15-yard penalty.
I don't know. It may be both sides.
Personal foul, both sides.
Yeah.
They just told them
to keep their mouth shut.
Yeah, they told them to keep their mouth shut. They both were talking, and then they both get flagged.
If they get another one, they get ejected, don't they, Kurt?
They do in college. I don't know about high school.
You don't go to school for several weeks, and this is what's happened. People lose their mind.
COVID's got everybody.
Play will be 1st and 10.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Tigers on the run by Hunt, and the Tigers have it at the 29 of Lexington. This drive started at our own 20, play number 9. It's been about a 6-minute drive so far. Hunt in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap, straight handoff right up the middle. Whitley has it, still on his feet at the 25. He's going to be tripped up and down about the 21, so a good pickup on 1st down.
About 8. Good blocking it by the offensive line. A good hole open.
Good job.
8-yard gain.
8-yard gain. 2nd down, 2nd and 2 from the 22.
The offensive line is the same. Wilkinson, Cummins, Melson, and Robinson.
Tigers in no hurry. Now they'll send Pope and Gray to the right. Garner here to the near side. Whitley stands to the left. 5-man front for Lexington. Hand is up. We need to go. Under a minute to go here in the first. Hunt. And
he moved the ball. The center moved the ball.
Well, I don't know why we're waiting till the clock goes all the way down.
Start against Hardin County.
But we did, and it's another false start. So that's 3 penalties in this drive.
I don't know.
Well, they're walking up. They got a nose guard, and they're walking 2 linebackers up in the A-gaps on either side of the center. The center is sitting there. Question is now, are they making any snap counts to make him kind of flinch?
Here's a snap. Whitley right up the middle. He's going to be hit there, and he's going to fall forward at the 25. Picks up about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Clock running now close to 30 seconds to go, and it may run out this
I don't know. Tigers hurry to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, 3rd and about 5. The ball rests at the 24 of Lexington. Now 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Hunt trying to get them lined up. Whitley stands to his right. 12 seconds to go here in the quarter. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking, rolling right, still looking. There's a flag. That's going to be a hold. Now Hunt will just take off down the sideline.
He got the 1st down.
It's going to come back.
Flag on the play. Number 10 on the carry for Hardin County.
So they're going to get us, I guarantee you. There it is, holding.
Against Hardin County.
So the offensive line is having their struggles right now, as that's the fourth penalty in this drive. We had the first down, so we'll lose it and lose back to let's see where he spots it. He'll spot it at the 39, so it'll be third down, but that'll be the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, no score. Tigers were driving. They'll have a third down play. 35 FM.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to Lexington, Tennessee. We get 2 drives in the first quarter, no score. Hardin County continues their drive that they started at their own 20-yard line. We're in the 10th play of the drive, third down, 3rd and 20. We've overcome
I don't get that. I mean, they showed the flag 4 yards deep, but it was in front of the stick. Now it's 20, so I mean, I thought it was going to be like 16.
Here's a snap, looking to throw, under pressure. They set up the screen. He's going to be hit and dropped. Good play right there.
Good play by the Lexington defensive lineman. He read it just like a book, and he hit Whitley as soon as he caught the ball. So the Tigers will have to punt.
So a loss back to the 41. So Garner
brings up 4th down.
Will come out and punt it away for the Tigers.
Well, they overcame 2 penalties, not the 3rd.
So Garner will set up in his own territory about the 46-yard line. Here's a snap. Here's a spinner, and it's going to go over the head of Smith and into the end zone. Yeah. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10, Lexington at their own 20. So a great punt by Garner.
Too great.
Yeah. No chance of return.
No. Be their ball at the 20.
Blaine brought up something, or our spotter over here a while ago, the number 11, the running back, as far as Lexington is concerned. You watch him right before the snap.
Yeah, he moves.
He's moving.
He's leaning.
He's leaning where he's going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's illegal motion because he's going forward. Yeah. I mean, he could do that sideways, or he could reset and be legal. But he's leaning
towards the line of scrimmage
before the snap.
Smith will bring them to the line. Jordan Smith, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. McLean, the tailback, behind him, 4-man front. Here's fumble on the ground, and McLean looked like he jumped on it. As that time, it looked like Smith wanted to pull it out, and McLean hit it with his hip and knocked it out of his hand.
So it'll be a loss of about 3.
Yeah, so it'll be second down, 2nd and 13, as they'll spot it back at the 17.
That was a fumble at your favorite spot, Steve. The mesh point.
That's right.
They fumbled at the mesh point.
The mesh was a mush at that point.
Tigers trying to get lined up. Looked like a little confusion right here on the defensive front.
Here's a snap. Hand off to McLean. Right up the middle. Has running room. He's going to be hit and knocked down at the 25. Good pickup as he goes
out to the 25-yard line.
Over the left side of our defensive line.
I think we were misaligned to that side.
We were. That was a bad thing about it. That's the side that he ran over. We were misaligned there, and he still picked up about 7 or 8 yards.
We actually had too many men on that side of the ball, and dang if he didn't get the yardage.
Third down, 3rd and 5 for Lexington at their own 25. Smith sends McLean to his right, 2 receivers left, 1 here to the far side. Here's a snap. They're going to give it to McLean, trying to get outside, cuts it up the seam. He's going to have enough for a first down as he goes across the 30.
Yeah. McLean on the carry.
Good run, good hold on this side as far as Lexington's offensive line was concerned, and they picked up first down.
So a first down for Lexington as they pick it up on the run by McLean. Smith looks over to the sideline. 9:44 to go here in the first half. It was a quick first quarter, 2 drives, and that was it.
Christian White in the middle now. Parker Stanfield out of the game.
Here's a snap, handoff McLean. Looking for running room right at the middle. He's got it at the 40, he's at the 45, he's at the 50, and he's going to be knocked down. He gets inside Tiger territory as we just vacated the middle, and he took advantage of it, hit the hole, and he'll be down at the 48 of the Tigers.
He's coming out of the ball game in number 10 for Lexington going in.
Good.
Well, he looks like an instant replay of number 11.
Well, he just had a bad first step by the middle linebacker, took him kind of self out of the hole, and he ran right where he left.
First down, 1st and 10 at the 48 of the Tigers. Here's a snap, handoff, looking for running room, trying to get outside. Now he does.
Has a face mask.
And a hole, too.
Wow, they didn't call the hole, but they called the face mask.
That's Jones on the carry for Lexington as they're going to spot him down at the 41, and it's going to be against us. All the flags going against Hardin County so far here in the first half.
That was one. I did see that.
Well, that was dueling penalties because they were holding the man that grabbed the face mask. That may be why they had to grab the face mask, and they're going to give them an extra 5 yards on the penalty, so it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Lexington at the 36, and the Tigers just shooting themselves in the foot right now. Smith brings them to the line, scrimmaging right here in front of us. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's a snap, handoff Jones up the middle. He's got running room. White dives and grabs him at the 30, and they're just blowing holes in our defensive line right now.
I don't know if they're guessing wrong or what the deal is, but we probably need to go to a 5-man front.
Attention, please. If you are parked in the north end zone, license plate 03.
So it'll be second down, 2nd and about 2, maybe a long 3.
802 Nissan Rogue. You are blocking.
Smith brings them to the line. Now McLean back into the game at tailback. 2 receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Tigers trying to get lined up.
They've got a 5-man front now.
Here's a snap, handoff to McLean, and he drives close to the 25, maybe the 24. That'll be enough for the first down. It'll be first down Lexington at the Tiger 24-yard line.
Good things happen when you play on the other team's side of the ball.
That's true.
Right now, they're getting the push right now, but I mean, if you look at them,
1st and 10 for the Tigers.
about 300-pounders against
right across the front
against 220-pounders. You know.
So Smith will send a receiver right, 2 here to the near side. McLean, the tailback, stands to his right. 5-man front for the Tigers. Here's a snap. They'll give it to McLean left side. This time he's hand up, breaks a tackle at the 20-10, 5 touchdown. And the Tigers were there. They had 3 people there, and they all reached out to grab and then finished the tackle, and it cost them. So McLean goes in from 24 yards out, and Lexington on top.
When they line up in that formation, you're going to get one of 2 things. You're going to get him coming across, or you're going to get the quarterback running the ball. That's just basically the way it is from that formation.
So Wood will come in to kick the extra point. Smith will hold. 7:41 to go here in the first half. Here's a snap, is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 7:41 to go. Lexington draws first blood, 7-0 score. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, welcome back to Lexington, Tennessee. Lexington goes 6 plays, 80 yards. McLean goes in from 24 yards out. The extra point good, 7-0 our score. Here's a high end-over-end kick. It sails in and out of the end zone.
Woods' kick is into the end zone for the Merriwear touchback.
We know why that 5-yard penalty didn't matter down there on that field goal attempt. He got a good leg.
Yeah. Lexington has had a good kicker for the last several years as far as field goal kickoff.
So Hardin County will take over at their own 20-yard line, try to put a drive together themselves. They went, about 11 plays, ended up in a punt after some penalties. Their first drive had a good drive going, got inside the 30-yard line, and then went backwards from there. Hadn't really seen anything deep. Most of it's been short passes and trying to get Whitley going. First down, 1st and 10, 2 receivers right and left. Here's Hunt, fakes it to Whitley, and then a good catch by Garner on the slant route as he went up to get it, got hit as he was catching it, and showed some great hands there on the slant. Picked up about 4, maybe 5. They'll give him 4. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 6 for the Tigers. So Garner's been the primary target so far here in the first half.
That's a tough 4-yard catch.
I know one thing he did too. Is I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but he held that ball in his hands away from his body the whole time. Even when he hit the ground, he still had control of the ball in his hand.
Hunt, shotgun formation, 2 receivers left. Here comes Pope in motion. They're going to fake it to him. They'll give it up the middle to Whitley. He just bangs his way across the 30-yard line to about the 31, close to a first down.
It is a first down.
We gave him a different look. We brought Pope across in motion like he might be running the jet sweep, and gave it back to Willie on the backside. It's the first time we've kind of given him something that wasn't just a direct power play.
It'll be a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers. They move it out to the 31.
Looking at that nose guard that's across from Cummins, I might move the ball too.
Oh, yeah. And they'll walk that big linebacker up there right beside him.
Shotgun formation for the Tigers. Here's a snap. They'll hand it to Whitley again. Now he has running room. Turns on the Jets at the 35. He's going to be knocked down about the 37. Good pickup on first down by Whitley and showed a little burst of speed as he hit the line of scrimmage.
And he can move. He's not just stationary.
Yeah, Robin talking about this 300-pound nose guard, and he made the tackle 5 yards downfield.
And he's a grinning on the sideline.
Yeah, that's just effort.
Yeah.
2nd down, 2nd and 5. For the Tigers. Ball out at the 37. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Tigers trail 7-0. Hunt brings them to the line. Here's a snap. Looking to throw. Still looking. Under pressure. Now rolling to his right. Looks downfield, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah. We also had a right tackle that was 6 yards downfield. I don't get that.
72.
3rd down.
I mean, your receivers have got to help you there. They just ran their patterns and stood there, and Rivers was running for his life, and they've got to help the quarterback.
Well, it was kind of weird. I mean, they had 3 guys that ran 5-yard routes. They didn't have anybody running, a day route. It's almost like somebody busted on their route.
So we 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Tigers need to keep this drive alive. 5 minutes to go here in the half. Hunt, shotgun formation, 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap, looking. Now he's going to pull it down. Has some running room. Spins at the 40, and he's going to be knocked down at about the 42. That'll be enough for Hardin County Bank. 1st and 10 Tigers on the run by Rivers. And now Rivers' legs has been real active in this game. It's usually his arm, but he's having to use his legs so far in this one. They're doing a great job keeping Pope.
Well, I'm sure they're coached up too all week. They're
pretty much double teaming him every play.
Well, and they got Pope covered, and they're keying on Whitley. So that leaves quarterback. The guy's got to make it happen.
1st down, 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a snap. Whitley's hitting the backfield this time, and he's going to be dropped. Well, that's a bad look on film as the lineman that got beat, he's having to look down and watch his tailback get hit in the backfield. Now they've got an injury at the 40-yard line back at the tackle. One of their big linemen as he's rolling around. I'll tell you what let's do. Let's take a quick timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back right after this. Back in Lexington, Tennessee, the injured defensive tackle is coming off the field. He looks like he's okay, maybe a leg injury of some sort. So it'll be second down, second and about 14 on the loss on the run by Whitley. Now Tigers will send two receivers, right and left, four-man front for Lexington. Whitley stands to the left of Hunt. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking. Now they go deep downfield as Pope gives up on it.
He grabbed him. Yeah.
He reached out and grabbed him.
They reached out and grabbed Caden about the 35-yard lines. He went by him, and no call.
No laundry.
And Rivers overthrew him, and now that official over there getting a little earful from the coaching staff. So it'll be third down. Third down and 13. The ball spotted at the 40, the Tigers' 40-yard line. Hunt lining them up. He'll send Van Hoos and Garner out here to the near side. And it looks like Gray and Pope to his left. Here's a snap. They're
coming from every direction.
Now he lets it go. He's got a man open. That's Pope, and he's going to overthrow him at the 20-yard line. That's hard to do.
I didn't think he could.
Yeah.
Especially under pressure. He threw that off his back foot 50 yards.
He had to get rid of it because they were coming right down his throat then.
I'll tell you what that tells the coaches, though. That's two throws in a row that Pope was 5 yards behind them. Don't think they're not going to come back at that at some point in time.
Well, actually, too, Knox Gray was open going down the middle of the field.
So it'll be fourth down, fourth and 13, and Garner will come kick it away. Smith back deep. He stands at his own 25. Garner stands at his 26. Here's a snap. No pressure, and here's a end-over-end kind of knuckleball kick taken at the 25-yard line. Smith has it, now trying to find somewhere to run it. He goes across the 35 down to about the 36-yard line. So they'll start there, first down, first and 10, leading 7-0.
Tiger defense is going to have to come up with something. We don't need to go into the dressing room at halftime down 14.
I give Lexington credit. I mean, like, we had our gunner going downfield, and the guy blocking him, he stayed on him for 15 yards. I mean, their effort has been really good. I mean, they'll stay on it. They're staying on those blocks. We're not getting off of them. I mean, it's just they're physical. I mean, heck, fire. It's like we were talking about off air. Look, their offensive line looks like 5 Coke machines. They're all built just alike.
So it's first down, first and 10. Smith brings them to the line. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. 4-man front for the Tiger. Here comes a man in motion. They're going to give it to him, trying to find some running room. He's going to be hemmed up, and he's going to be dropped for a loss.
Good job out there by Bishop coming up from his cornerback position, number 17, and stringing the play out and letting the other time for the other Tigers to get there.
Well, they kind of played into our strength.
Yeah.
You know, if I was them, I don't know that I'd ever run outside tackle. I mean,
second down, second and quite a ways as the ball is back at the 31-yard line. So they tried to do something a little bit different that they've been doing, and didn't work.
Well, you know, we talked about we're smaller this year than we were last year, but we're quicker. But these big guys are getting on them, getting a hold of them. They can't get off.
Second down, second and 16. Here comes a man in motion. This time they'll hand it to McLean. He has a little bit of running room across the 35 to about the 36. So that'll bring up a third down.
Good job by Garner. He stayed in his linebacker position or safety position and made the tackle right there. So it'll be third down. About 12?
About 12, yeah. Third down, third and 12 for Lexington. Tigers need to hold here to get off the field and hopefully have enough time left. 3:37 to go here in the half. They trail 7-0. Smith brings them to the line. Now he's going to roll that way, looking for some running room. He gets hit in the backfield, breaks out of it at the 45. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, and it'll be enough for a first down. We hit him in the backfield.
Poor tackling by the Tigers. Tigers were there in position to make the tackle, and he just broke through the line, and all I can say is it was poor tackling.
Well, part of that poor tackling, though, is they're staying on our guys. I mean, we're having to try to make a tackle with one hand or one arm free while they're still blocking you. And I mean, that's what they're supposed to do is an offense, is don't let that guy get off of you. And at quarterback, nobody got a clean shot at him.
So it'll be first down, first and 10 at the 36. Here's McLean right up the middle. He's got running room, trips up by Malabanan, but he goes across the 30.
If he had to
about the 26,
he probably would have scored.
That's probably enough for, well, it's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. So it's been all Lexington here in the second quarter, really since the start of the game. They had a long drive that they missed a field goal on. But other than that, they've pretty much taken it to the Tigers, and now
basically if they get a lead block on our linebacker.
We got an official timeout.
Looking at to see if it's a first down or not.
I mean, our D-line has been neutralized. They're not making the tackle, and it's leaving it up to the linebackers, and he's running behind the lead block, either a pull or a H-back making.
Brings up second down in inches.
We went off there.
Yeah. Well, we're back on, Steve.
Back now, Steve.
I don't know if we're on there or not, but we've got power.
Jane, are we on?
I don't know what they're doing now. Letting the clock run down.
All right, we lost power there. I don't know what happened. Something clicked off. A lot of things plugged up around here. I think something happened there. Got a stoppage out on the field as well. Second down, second and 1. Here's McLean, dives to the 25. That's probably enough for a first down.
It is. They measured it. It was just about an inch short, and then he dove over and got the first down.
Live radio at its finest right here is lost. I don't know what actually happened. Everything was plugged up over there. They might have had a little power jolt, but anyway, it's enough for a first down at the 25 of the Tigers. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to McLean. This time he's hit and dropped by Davis as he just bear hugs him, and McLean is down.
He's well,
he got hit in the face, but it wasn't helmet to helmet. He ran right into Davis's shoulder pads.
Yeah, Davis did a WWE on him too.
Well, and he's coming off, doing a little serpentine coming off, so that'll send McLean off, and Jones will go in. They're going to take him over here to the sideline. He's got a headache. Second down, second 11, a loss of 1. Here's a snap. Smith is going to keep trying to get outside. There's a flag, and he's going to be knocked down as Malabanan had him back there, got away from him. And then
Hooper got held.
Yeah, Hooper got held in.
Stanfield on the tackle as well, and that's going to come back because that hold was at the 30. So now they're going backwards.
That's about the third one on this edge, though.
It's the first one they've called.
Yeah, first one they called.
Back to the 40-yard line with 1:07 to go here in the half. Lexington leads it 7-0. It's been pretty much all them in this first half.
Well, that's what they want to do. Ground game, control the clock, keep us off field.
They have under a minute to go. Here's a snap. Throwing it. It's going to be off the hands of his intended receiver, and Bourne just standing there. Well, he was beat. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking.
I don't know. But, he wasn't thinking. That's the thing.
Well, and that's what happens with a team that runs 45 times and throws once.
Lull us to sleep.
Yeah, you get slack back there in the secondary because you're looking for run. Then all of a sudden, Milan would throw the ball about 3 times a game, but 2 of them would be touchdowns.
That's the first pass they've thrown tonight.
So the clock stops with 38 seconds to go. It'll be third down, 3rd and 22.
Now we got too much time.
And now here's a delay of game. So they're imploding on this drive, and that's going to move them back to the 45. So
5-yard penalty, still third down.
that'll move them back, and it'll be third down and 27.
Well, you're going to get either the quarterback run or a misdirection, one of the two from the tailback. That's the formation they're lining up in. Watch out on the left side.
Here's a snap. They'll hand it off to Jones right up the middle. Has running room. Then he's going to be knocked down from behind. Good tackle there by Garner.
Kenneth Jones on the carry.
He gets to the 35. That'll bring up
fourth
down, and we'll see what they want to do. I don't know if their kicker has enough leg or not. He's looking like he wants to go out there. They're going to let it run all the way down. That's what they're going to do, and let him try. So under 30 seconds to go, and I know this defensive front, they're ready for a break, I'm sure. If you're watching it on live stream, you can see how big they are. We've got good position right here, Lexington's front, and they've done an outstanding job. Tiger defense is going to have to, or the Tiger coaching staff is going to have to take this in to the half and make some adjustments and see if we can't get Pope into the game somehow.
Timeout with 1.7 seconds to go.
So Lexington will call timeout with 1.7 seconds to go, and they'll send Wood out to kick. It'll be, let's see, they'll spot it at the 42. It'll be a 52-yarder on the right hash. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Kick.
He can't run it out of the end zone.
Here's a snap, a low snap. The kick is up, spinning to the uprights. Is it good? It's good. Boy, plenty of leg. And that ends a half, 10-7. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
They had a Hudson. They could put him
everything, and I know had to get everything hooked back up. But Fly Radio, man, things happen, and things come unhooked, things come unglued sometimes, kind of like our defense, but they held up after a couple of penalties, and Lexington just hit a 52-yard field goal that I think he could have hit it from 60.
Yeah, that's what Blaine said, and you looked at it, he had some more room. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, but that's really rare. I mean, to see a 52-yard field goal in high school, that just kind of, that doesn't happen much. I'm glad I was here to see it.
Tigers down 10-0. It's been all Lexington, and I think we're lucky just to be down 10-0 really at this point. But looking at scoring drives or the drives of the game, not many, as Lexington took the opening kickoff from their own 31. They went 9 plays to Hardin County's 5-yard line. Then they had a penalty as they were setting up to kick a field goal, and drove them back and made it a 29-yard field goal as he hooked it to the left. It was no good, and the Tigers held. Hardin County got the ball back, went 11 plays as they took the drive at their own 20, actually got down to the 25 of Lexington, and then penalties hit us, and we ended up having to punt it away back to Lexington, and that was the only 2 drives of the first quarter. We go to the second quarter. Lexington started that drive at their own 20 as they go 6 plays, 80 yards. McLean goes in from a 24 for a 24-yard touchdown run, extra point good, 7-0. At that point, Hardin County gets it back, mounts a little bit of a drive, then we get hit with penalties again, and then have to punt it away. And then Lexington ends a half with a 52-yard field goal, 10-0 the score. So limited drives. Let's see, we've had the ball twice in this game. They've had it 3 times. They've scored twice on their 3 drives. We've come up with goose egg.
Well, it was, we said we thought that'd be their game plan, being able to ground and pound, use the clock, keep us off field, and that's exactly what they've done. And the thing that you see about them is their offensive and defensive lines, they look like they're all out of the same mold. I mean, they all look like they're about 6 foot, 285 to 310. They're all wide and thick-bodied guys, and they can block.
And they can move, too.
Yeah, and so, I mean, that's been the whole thing this year that we talked about, is how this team's made up different than last year. Last year with Gooch and Murrell and some of the size that we had on defense is not there this year. We're a lot quicker, but we don't have the size and
Well, we talked all year long that if we ever ran up against a power football team, that we would have problems, especially on the defensive front.
Well, the way it looks, I mean, to me, is they pretty much are able to neutralize our defensive 4 guys down, and then when they bring a lead block on the linebacker and your defensive lineman can't maintain that gap responsibility, that's a one-on-one. That linebacker with that lead block, the guy that's lead blocking is as big as the lineman. So your linebackers having to make that play, and we've been able to slip a couple of times, like Davis being able to get through quicker than some of the others and make plays in the backfield. And but in general, when they're all on the same page and they're running those power plays with a lead blocker, he's one tackle away from scoring just about every time he touches the ball. So they've been able to do it. On our side of the ball, same problem. I mean, if they win the defensive line of scrimmage, just, Whitley's been effective on plays, but we haven't been able to sustain and maintain. We get into a penalty situation or get into a negative yardage tackle, and yards are hard to come by. We've tried twice, I think, to really hit it deep downfield, and both of those were there, but pressure on the quarterback made it a hard throw. So it's pretty much Lexington doing exactly what they wanted to do, and it's paid off for them here in the first half.
Well, I'll say this, that as far as our leading rusher is concerned, it's probably Rivers instead of Whitley tonight.
Yeah.
Running the ball. I mean, Rivers has had a couple of quarterback draws and run off a couple of pass plays and, picked up good yardage, but they're not really accounting for his running. They're accounting for his throwing is what they are.
Right, well, and I'm sure on film, you stop Whitley and stop Pope, you think you've pretty much got us beat. But that brings Rivers in. That's how come his feet have been as effective as they have.
Yeah, I agree. And, they're going to have to get in there and figure out how they're going to get Caden involved in this game. The 2-9 routes, it takes a long time, like you talked about, to develop. And the way they're playing us up front, we don't have that time to wait on something like that to develop. But I think right now we're pretty fortunate just to be down 10-0.
Well, and Pope has been behind the defender. I mean, he's beating his guy, but they're playing a 2-safety cover 2, and that if you try to get inside that hash mark, it brings a safety. So they're having it's pretty much the deep throws down the outside boundary line, trying to keep the safety from getting into play. And we're usually bringing a slot in the middle of the field, try to occupy the safety, and they're just they're gonna have to either trick them or outsmart them some way or another to come up with a scheme, because really they're bigger and stronger than we are.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. All right, let's take a timeout. When we come back, Mac Bible will step in, and we'll have the Tiger Report. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. 10-0 our score at halftime. We'll be back right after this.
I know why Coach Smith was there till 2.
All right, welcome back to Lexington, Tennessee. We're at halftime. It is 10-0 Lexington on top of the Tigers by the way of the ground and the air. A 24-yard touchdown run and a 52-yard field goal to end the first half. Tigers will get the ball to start the second half. But right now it's time to bring Mac Bible in. As Mac, I missed you last week.
I missed you.
I'm sure you missed us, didn't you?
Yes.
She'll have the Tiger Report as other sports going on around Hardin County High School, and she'll get us caught up on all that.
Thank you. On Tuesday, the Tiger bowling team started up their season with a big win from both teams. Girls beat Lexington 27-0. High games were Macy Brumley 215 and 194, Jennifer Latch 213, Ava Alexander 210, Ella Strickland 202, and Kayla Chanel 196 and 193. And for the boys, they also beat Lexington 27-0. High games were Ben Howard with a 268, Connor McGowan 256 and 203, John Smith 274 and 241, Eli Northcutt 236 and 1213, and Matthew Spears 235. And in soccer news, the Lady Tigers placed fourth in their regular season play. They qualified and hosted the quarterfinal against Jackson Southside. They lost to Southside 1-0. Goalie Libby Morris had 9 stops, Taylor Stang 2 shots on goal, Ivy Fowler 2 shots on goal, Mia Shirley 1 shot on goal, and Anna Harrison 6 shots on goal. That's it for this week's Tiger Update. I'm Tiger Radio Sports Director Mac Bible. Keep listening to WKWX for more Tiger football action.
All right, thanks, Mac. Outstanding job as always. Now let's see, we're 8 games into this.
Yes, sir. I think.
Hey, you're a pro now.
Yeah.
All right, we missed you last week, and let's see, we'll be in Milan on Friday night and then back home for senior night.
Yes,
Looking
sir.
forward to that.
Yes.
All right, thank you. That's Mac Bible with the Tiger Report. We'll take a quick time out. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM. We're at halftime. Lexington on top, 10-0. We'll be back with a second half kick. All right, welcome back to Lexington, Tennessee, as the Tigers trailing 10-0. We haven't seen this all year long, as Lexington is just kind of taking it to the Tigers here in the first half. So, Kurt, you play coach, you and Robin play coaching staff in there. You got to make some adjustments. We get the ball to start the second half. What do you do offensively? What do you do defensively to maybe create some turnovers, stop some drives, and get the ball back? I mean, you can't do a whole lot when you only have it twice in a half.
Well, you got to do the things that what your game plan pretty much. You got to do the things you wanted to do, but do them better. I mean, some of these things these guys can do. I mean, they hadn't played against. We've played against teams, and we've noted that team had, a big defensive tackle or a really good linebacker. It's the first time we've played a team that has as many of those assets as Lexington. I mean, Lexington, like I said, they look like they poured a mold and poured a bunch of 285 to 315 pounders out of the same mold.
Well, they're getting after us too. I talked to someone that had officiated a couple of their games, and he said this. He said, "Now they're physical up front." He said they jaw. They like to get after you. They'll hit you, but he said if you can win the line of scrimmage, you can beat them 42 to 10 too. But that's what we haven't done is win the line of scrimmage.
Well, and Coach Smith, they said he'd been up every night till 2 o'clock studying film, and you see why. He knew that they were really going to be a hard opponent and trying to scheme and come up with a way to do it. But the bottom line is the things that those big explosive plays that we've been able to pull off, we weren't able to do it in this game. One, because of the pressure on the quarterback, and the other is just dominating line of scrimmage. So when their defensive front stops Whitley and he doesn't have anywhere to run, and they get pressure on the quarterback, your options start getting limited. That's when you.
Hey Jeff, how you doing?
You got to come up with some tricky ways to try to, you got to manufacture a way to move the football that's not common.
Yeah.
You may be used to running the zone read against certain defensive fronts and have had success with it. And when that doesn't work any longer, then you have to start getting creative.
Well, how do you get Pope back in the game somehow? How do you create opportunities for him? And it may not be throwing it deep because he's doubled and triple covered. They're playing
him high-low.
Yeah.
And so, and that's what I was saying earlier. You may have somebody like Garner and Bourne and guys like that have to step up and make plays because you got to take what they give you. And if they give you those two guys, well, that's the two guys you go to, and that means Pope took two guys out of the play.
Yeah.
So basically what they're doing is they've got 6 or 7 guys in the box, and whenever we spread it out and gone empty in the backfield, that's when Rivers has had room to run. And but we tried to kind of get the screen thrown on them, the middle screen, which we've had really good success with that. But their nose tackle, he never left. He just stayed right there at the line of scrimmage and he blew it up. So they've just kind of been in their grill the whole ball game. So they're going to have to find a way to either.
Well, they don't really mind Garner getting his catches tonight. Nothing against Seth, but he's not going to kill you with his speed, not like Caden will. And they've done a good job of taking Whitley away from us too. He's had some runs. But we've really shot ourselves in the foot, though, with the penalties, too.
This is the makeup of this team that we talked about all year. They're not as big and strong as the team that was here last year. They don't have as much size. They can't lock up like Gochi Murrell did at those defensive tackle spots last year, but they've been quicker. And they've made a lot more tackles for loss because they've been able fast enough to get into the backfield. Our linebackers, our linebackers probably in that 165, 185 range, with good speed. But if 285 gets on you and is blocking you and you can't get off that block to free yourself, you're trying to make tackles with one hand and you're at half speed because you can't get off that block. And that, so I don't know defensively what they do. He may try to go man coverage out there on those guys and pull everybody else up. May bring Pope up and let him play, 6-7 yards off the ball.
I'm going to guess you're going to see a lot of a 5-man front as far as defensive line is concerned. He went to that late, when they were down there and they kicked that field goal. He went to that 5-man front with a nose guard. So I'm guessing you're going to see some of that in the second half. Just hoping that they can outman them as far as defensive line.
Well, you know that old saying: if 4 can't stop them, you put 5.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, you put 6. And you just keep going till you find a number that can.
They threw the ball one time. Of course, he was open. They just missed him as far as that part. But you think they're ahead 10-0. They're not going to throw the ball. They're going to run it at you just like they did in the first half. So you got to do something to adjust.
Well, we got to do something in this first drive. We don't do anything in this first drive, we could be in deep trouble.
Well, look at, for example, the Dyersburg game, and they had that really dynamic running back. But that running back did most of that damage on his own. Breaking 3-4 tackles, dragging guys down the field. He was dynamic running back. That's not so much the case in this game. These guys are not getting hit. We might be getting a hand on them, or a half of a body try to get to the play and make a tackle, but we're not being able to get on them and make that tackle. So it's it's the lineman that's winning the ball game for Lexington.
All right, we need to take a timeout. The second half kickoff coming your way here in just a few minutes. We'll be back right after this quick break. All right, welcome back to Lexington, Tennessee. Second half kickoff coming your way. I want to remind you your Sports Saturday starts early in the morning at 8:30 with Coach to Coach as they get you ready for your SEC play in Tennessee and Kentucky. And then following them will be me and Kurt with Sports Talk at 9:30, and then the Ball Network at 10:30 as they lead you up to kickoff at 11 a.m. between Kentucky and Tennessee up on the hill tomorrow. That's your Sports Saturday lineup as Woods will line it down.
That's
a big leg kicker.
That's another weapon, Steve, that I didn't know was here. Talking to Jeff, I mean, this kid's a big-time kicker. I mean, he kicks it in the end zone. You don't start from your 20-yard line. You got to make an 80-yard drive just right out of the chute.
Here's a high end-over-end kick. This is going to be returnable. Whitley takes it at his own 5, 15, 20, 25, spins his way down close to the 30-yard line. Good block there by Christian White to springing and a good return.
There's a good example. He brings that back from the 2-yard line to the 30-yard line, and we kick it to the 15, and we tackle him at the 30.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want a comparison, that's a 12-yard difference in where we start and they start, but coverage was good.
First down, 1st and 10, Hardin County as they open up the third quarter here from their own 29. Here comes a man in motion. That's Pope. He's got the ball trying to get outside. Now he goes.
There's your flag.
There's a flag. He's going to at the 50. He's at the 40.
It's
still on his feet at the 30. He's going to take it to the house, but it's coming back as they've got a flag on the Tigers.
I can't believe
they got two.
On the carry, flag on the play.
Cannot believe that.
And that's where it's been all night long.
Same guy. So it's the umpire.
56. The one that says as far as the holding call.
Well, they're pointing at 71.
Well, they operate on the same side of the line of scrimmage.
So, I mean, he immediately threw that flag, and he's getting the boo birds now from the Tigers. He's called every one of them. He's working our sideline over there, isn't he?
They ain't working him. No, he's the back judge, is he not?
No, that's the umpire.
Yeah. Is it?
So it's going to go back to.
He's on our sideline when they're going that way, and he's on this sideline when they're going the other way.
It'll go back inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. So that's a rally killer right there.
Yeah, I'd say
that hurt.
I mean, we can't tell y'all how good that run was.
Yeah.
I mean, he weaved his way down the sideline, back across the middle of the field, then back to the sideline to score. Nobody could catch him.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 27. Here's a snap. Quick throw to Pope. Complete. Going down the sideline. He goes across the 20-yard line down close to the 25.
You think they figured at halftime they'd get the ball to Pope?
Yeah, I reckon so. They got to get it to him. That's just all they are to.
Well, you know, the man just now ran about 95-yard touchdown, full speed, and the next play goes to Pope.
Well, I mean,
it's like
second down,
glad you got that bread.
Yeah,
second and
shake.
17. Ball spotted at the 22 now. So touchdown comes back. Yeah. Pope out here to the near side. They go 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the far side. They're going from the south to the north. Here's a snap, looking. Rivers going to pull it down, still on his feet, and he just slips and slides his way to about the 30, maybe the 31-yard line. So it'll be a third down, 3rd and 10.
That big nose tackle weighs about 330 was the first one running down.
Yeah.
That boy can play.
Yeah, he's going somewhere. I don't know what year in school he is, but he's going somewhere.
Yeah, he's a man child.
Yeah.
Now we know why we had a couple of motion penalties on center.
Third down.
Yeah, that's what I said.
3rd and 9. 2 receivers right and left. Whitley stands to the left of Hunt. Looking over a 4-man front. They're creeping their linebackers up. Here's a snap. Here they come. Good pressure. He completes it to Garner. First down.
Good catch, Seth Garner.
Out to the 42 as Seth just went about 11, 12 yards, spun around. Good job by the offensive line as they made a good pocket there and a good delivery by Hunt. And it's Hardin County make 1st and 10 Tigers.
This may be what we see quite a bit of. We're keeping the ball out of the interior.
So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 Tigers. Hunt sends 2 receivers left, one here to the near side. Whitley stands to his right. Now here comes a man in motion. They're going to give it to him. And they're going to throw it. Throws it downfield. He's got Garner wide open. Complete at the 20, at the 15. Still on his feet, and they wrestle him down at about the 14-yard line. As Caden Pope turns into the quarterback.
What'd you say,
Completes it to Garner.
Trickery?
If you can't run over him, you got to out trick him.
Trickery.
Wow.
Hardin County.
It faked everybody out, but I kind of seen it as he bowled out, and I knew what was coming.
Well, he was already putting that ball in his hand to get ready to throw it. It wasn't like he was fixing to take it up the sideline.
You know, I thought that guy was playing man coverage on him, but he picked Pope up and kind of he broke his coverage thinking Pope was going to run the ball.
I don't know if Coach Harville's listening, but he threw that one about 60 yards, so there's an outfielder. 1st down, 1st and 10. Hardin County make 1st down.
Got man coverage on him out there right now.
One-on-one.
Here's a snap. They're going to give it to Whitley, trying to find some running room. He just dives forward.
Good run.
Yeah.
To about the 12.
They just not many people can do that. You see that, Robin? Mm-hmm. He did that slide step to his left, and as soon as he landed, he was north and south. It was just like it wasn't a zigzag. It was straight over, straight up.
Line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable.
2nd down, 2nd and about 9. They gave him a yard to the 13. 8:46 to go here in the 3rd. This drive started at our own 28. Now they go tight formation right and left. Hunt sends a man in motion.
Boom.
It hits Pope, and good play by Hunt. He picks it up and probably going to lose a yard, so there's a mistake there. As Pope came in motion in front of Rivers, and it hit him. That could have been disastrous.
Yeah.
3rd down, 3rd and 10 as they mark it back to about the 14.5-yard line. Now they'll send Gray, Van Hoos, and Pope to the left. Garner out here to the near side. They're going from the south to the north. Whitley stands to Rivers' left. Here's a snap. Looking, still looking. Now it goes under pressure, having to roll out.
Nobody out there.
And he's going to pull it down, and then he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. Nobody was there.
Garner tried to break his pattern and go to the end zone, but Rivers couldn't get it to him. He was running to his offside, and Garner couldn't get there quick enough.
You had a short and a deep. You had a short and a deep slant on the left side, so both his primary receivers were in the middle of the field, and he got flushed out to the left. So I mean, it really wasn't anybody. Garner had to get over there just try to help.
4th down, 4th and 7. Tigers will go for it. As Hunt will send Pope and Gray to his right, Van Hoos and Garner to his left. Now they'll all come in tight.
Except Pope.
Pope in double coverage out here, and now we got a flag. That's going to be a delay of game. Had a lot of movement going on.
Well, we kept looking to the sideline and looking to the sideline, couldn't get a play in.
So that'll move it back 5.
Still 4th down.
Still be 4th down, but
And they can get a 1st down.
Yeah. Be 4th and about 12.
The Tiger receivers split out, all of them, and then they moved in tight, all except Pope. And he's out here under double coverage.
So now they'll go 2 receivers right and left. Whitley, the tailback, stands to the right of Hunt. 4th down. Here's a snap. Looking, fires. It's going to be almost intercepted. They tried the back shoulder to Garner. He didn't turn around, and it was almost intercepted.
That wasn't there.
And so they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, I mean, we run that little stop route
Lexington takes over
to the marker about 5 times, and we've been able to hit it. That corner sat on it that time. He didn't drop back with him. He just stayed there and waited at the line. That's what we were doing. I mean, it's a good play by him.
So the Tigers drove it deep in Lexington territory. A bad snap, almost a fumble, and then a penalty.
Well, the penalty brought the touchdown back. That was
exactly.
That was the
and then
one.
the penalty that brought the touchdown back on the first play. Tigers trying to get lined up, 1st and 10. Lexington at their own 15. Here's a snap. McLean right up the middle. It's going to be hit right to line of scrimmage. He pops out. Now they're blowing it dead. Well, this is almost like Jackson Southside.
Yeah, the phantom play.
They blew it dead. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. I think they haven't moved yet. Pickup of about 2 on the carry.
Whistle blown at the 17-yard line brings up 2nd down and 8.
2nd down, 2nd and 8. 7:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers trail 10-0. White lining them up, sends 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the far side. McLean stands to his left. 4-man front for the Tigers. Here's a snap. White's going to keep it, trying to get outside, and this time he's going to be swallowed up and knocked down as he gets to about the 17.
Good pursuit by the Tiger defense.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Spotted at the 18-yard line brings up 3rd down.
That
3rd down, 3rd and about 7.
Their quarterback's a weapon. I mean, he's fast.
You don't have to throw it.
He's just like having another tailback.
Yeah.
So 3rd down, ball spotted at the 18-yard line. 6.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Tigers need to get a stop here, get the ball back. White brings them to the line, Smith brings them to the line. McLean stands to his right, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Here comes a man in motion. They're going to fake it to him. They give it to McLean right at the middle. He has room. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. And he's going to be caught from behind at the Tiger 45-yard line.
Parker Stanfield whiffed at the line of scrimmage.
So a 3rd down and long. And they've done it to us a couple of times, and they end up with a 1st down.
He was there in position to make the tackle and couldn't bring him down.
You know, we talked about coming over here. Probably one of the keys to this game was being able to get off field on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now, a lot of these drives, they haven't gotten the third
down. That's true.
But, I mean, in that situation, you got to make that play.
So the 1st down, 1st and 10 Lexington on the 3rd down run by McLean. He comes out. Here's Jones. He's hitting the backfield, and he's going to be dropped for a loss by Davis.
I know one thing. When Davis is good, he is real good.
When he gets the right gap as far as rushing is concerned, I mean, he's there.
He's one of those premier athletes. I mean, really a defensive end, and they moved him inside the play.
It would be better at linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the speed. But boy, when he beats this guy, he's dangerous.
Yeah, when he gets it right, he's tough.
So it's back to the 45-yard line, 44-yard line. Will be 2nd down, 2nd and about 13. Smith brings them to the line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now the Tigers trying to get it lining up. They'll go with 4-man front. Here's a snap, handoff right up pipe. He's going to be hit and dropped.
Good
Picks
job.
up about a yard, maybe 2.
And what
to
down
the 42.
Number 11, McLean.
So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 11 now.
Ball spotted at the 42-yard line.
Of course, here's the thing. They got a kicker that
kick it from
one end to the other of this field.
He was in warm-ups at halftime, and he kicked one from, it would have been 60 yards.
So 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Tigers trying to hold right here. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Smith brings them to the line. We jump, don't go across.
Didn't break the line of scrimmage.
The fans over here, obviously, they don't know football. Here's a snap. Handoff to McLean. Tippy-toeing his way through. He breaks through tackles. across the 30, and he's going to be knocked down to 25.
We can't stop him. Boy, that's two backbreakers there.
That's disheartening.
So 2 third and longs, and McLean just running through tacklers. And it'll be another first down with 4 minutes to go here in the third. Tigers took the opening kickoff, drove it deep into Lexington territory, came up with nothing. And now Lexington is taking this one from their own 15. Here's a snap, handoff, McLean, and he just dives across the 25 down to about the 24.
I'll tell you one thing that McLean's got that's pretty remarkable. He's real patient. You know, he just kind of tiptoes up to the line, looks for his hole, gives his line time to block, but boy, he can accelerate. When he sees it, that's why we're having trouble. He's getting by them before they can react to him.
So it'll be second down, second and about 7.
Tigers in a 5-man front now.
Smith brings them to the line. Here's a snap. Smith rolling to his left, looking for some running room. He's going to be hit and knocked down. That's Pope and Garner on the tackle. Nothing there, so he just tried to get it out of bounds, but he stays inbound. Clock runs, under 3 minutes to go here in the third, and here's another third down and long. We're doing what we said they had to do, keep them in third and longs. But McLean has beat us every time, and nothing fancy, just running right at the teeth of the Tiger defense.
Well, they're definitely in his field goal range now.
Yeah, for sure.
So McLean lines up to the right of Smith, 2 receivers left, 1 to the far side. Tiger stacking it up in the middle. Here's a snap, quick throw. It's going to be incomplete. Great play right there. Who's that?
Braden Wilkes.
Braden Wilkes.
Number 5. Good job by him.
Wow, what a good play on the slant. Knocked it away. Stayed with his man.
Interesting call right here.
And
brings up 4th down.
so to bring up 4th down, and it looks like they're going to kick it.
See, if I was him, I'd go for it. I would run it twice right there with McLean.
So Woods will come out. He'll spot it at his 30.
I mean, we'll have
37, what? Yeah, 40-yarder.
40-yarder.
Smith to hold.
bad snap.
Awaiting the snap. It's down. He fumbles it, and the kick is up, and the kick is no good. And the Tigers hold. 2:25 to go here in the third quarter. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
That's stupid. That's just stupid coaching right there.
All right, welcome back to Lexington, Tennessee. As Woods miss from 40 yards out, Tigers take over. Here's a snap. Here's Pope looking for some running room, and he's going to be knocked down at about the 22-yard line as they tried the jet sweep. And now the Tiger coaching staff and players over there is a little extra activity, and they're giving a boo, and I don't know exactly what happened.
There's a penalty.
That clapping like that is, that's a penalty.
2-yard gain on the play brings.
I don't know exactly what happened.
They did probably something to getting up, mastering Pope or stepping over him or something.
Well, the calls, they hadn't gone our way, but we've been doing a lot of them. I can assure you that. Second down, second and about 7. Here's Whitley trying to get outside, cuts it back to the middle of the field, lowers his head across the 25 to about the 27. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Tigers
gain of 5.
Running out of possessions for sure. It'll bring up third down, third and about 4.
Well, I mean, how stupid is it though? They run 2 third down plays for first downs. They're in 4 down territory inside our 30. He runs twice. They're still, that's dumb kicking the field goal. We still got to score twice.
Third down, third and 4. Here's a snap. Hunt fumbles the football, and he's going to be knocked down. He got in a hurry, and he forgot one thing, and that was the football. And the Tigers will have to
anything wrong with the snap.
Tigers have punted away, and we have just self-destructed just about every offensive series. So Garner will come out.
Yeah, they need to be mistake-free football, at this point. And they just can't get a clean finish in a drive without penalties or mishaps like that.
They get something going, and then something like that happens. Ooh.
Here's the kick, a boomer as it goes over the head of Smith. He runs back, takes it at his 30-yard line.
That's a clip. That's a clip.
Here comes flags from everywhere as Robin called it. Malabanan tackles Smith at the 45.
Block in the back, whatever you want to call it.
Return to the 45-yard line.
So Lexington will go backwards. I'm not sure what happened over there, but the Tiger coaching staff and the players and the fans were all upset. Something happened as they were getting up off the tackle or whatever. But we didn't receive any of those calls from this particular official. You know what it looks like? David Sykes from here.
I don't know.
Result of the penalty against Lexington.
Oh, Dave. I'm not sure it's him. That's what it looks like.
First and 10.
So they first down, first and 10.
You got your 5-man front again. You got your 2 freshman defensive linemen in, Van Hoos and Harris now.
First down, first and 10 at the 30. Smith brings them to the line. Here's a snap. Here's a McLean looking for some running room.
I wondered if they'd start doing
Still on his feet, and he's going to be knocked down by White.
Smart coaching right there.
Christian White comes from the backside. They just clogged up the middle.
Well, what they're doing, they're submarining those offensive linemen, and it's just creating a pile, and the running back hadn't got any lane. I thought, in the first half they might go to it because that's a great way to stalemate their push, and then your linebacker's free to run to the ball.
Right.
All right, that'll be the end of the third quarter. Lexington on top as we move to the fourth. 10-0. Tigers in some trouble, but that's why we play 4. We'll bring it back right after this. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. All right, back in Lexington, Tennessee, I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Robin Smith bringing you Hardin County football. Brad also on the camera over there, streaming live on YouTube at Slice 93. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate all of our sponsors for Hardin County football as we move to the fourth quarter, second down, second and 11. Here's McLean.
Same thing.
He's hit and dropped.
5-man
for a loss.
Yeah, and what they're doing, they're just cutting their legs, and the back can't go anywhere. And then your linebacker and ends are cleaning up.
No gain on the play.
So the thing about it now is all they have to do is run outside.
Yeah. if they ever breaks it outside, they'll be in trouble.
But I don't know why they didn't do it then.
They lose another yard back to the 29 now. That brings up a third down, third and 11. Some of these third down and longs, though, has absolutely hurt us, especially in this game.
We're not being out-coached. We just can't put it together.
Here's a snap. McLean right up the middle. He's hit. No, that's Jones.
And he's going to be one of you freshmen, Adam Harris, right there. Great job.
He's going to be dropped as he gets to the 32-yard line. So it'll bring up fourth down. They'll punt it away.
Good job by Harris.
You know what, though, about this ball game? You just think back to the other games. We talked about how we got bodies to the football.
Yeah.
Every one of these tackles are solo tackles.
Yeah.
We're not able to get, 3 and 4 guys at the point of attack. They're just doing a good job blocking.
Shaw will punt it. Whitley back at the 25. Here's a snap. Here comes the Tigers. They get it away. And it's a good kick. It's going to take a Lexington bounce.
Another bounce.
Inside the 25 down to about the 22. So the kicking game has been good for Lexington as well, but Hardin County will have it. First down, 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line, trailing 10-0. So let's see what we can do. We've had a wide variety of things happen offensively for the Tigers. We've had a touchdown get called back at the start of the 3rd quarter.
It'd be a different game if they.
Exactly.
I mean, 10-7 game with the whole 4 quarters.
First down, 1st and 10. 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking to throw. He fires down the field. Here's a hold right there.
Oh, now we're going. Now you go. There's the penalties.
That's the only way to guard Pope.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's twice they've done it.
Well, they'd rather take the 15-yarder than the touchdown.
Well, yeah.
So Pope streaking down the sideline. That's the second time he's been grabbed. That time he turned his whole shoulders around. He was beat. And that'll give the Tigers a first down as they'll mark it 15 from the line of
They're
scrimmage.
cocky. I'll definitely give them that. They like walking around our sideline clapping in our face. They're cocky. That ought to motivate you, though.
So the Tigers get a break on the pass interference by Lexington, and it'll be first down. First and 10 now.
Wish they'd run that wheel route to Whitley. There wouldn't be nobody covering him.
At the 38-yard line of the Tigers. Here's a snap. Handoff Whitley. Looking for some running room. Just dragging Lexington Tigers to the 40. A hard 2-yard run, but a tough 2-yard run for John Whitley.
Gain of 2 on the play brings up
second down, 2nd and 8. 10 minutes to go here in the game. Tigers trail 10-0.
I just don't think they have a backer that could run with him.
So now they'll put Pope and Gray out here to the near side. They're going from the north to the south. Now they'll go 3 wide over here with Van Hoos as they empty the backfield with Garner and Whitley to the right. Here's a snap, looking to throw. Quick throw, complete to Gray. Gray makes a move at the 45, and then he'll get close to the first down marker. Good play there by Knox.
Man, they need to run that again. Do you see Whitley in the slot?
Yep.
He's just standing there with not a soul around him. And he's got a blocker out there. He could catch that ball and just go. If that's what they're doing.
They're moving the chain, so now it's first down.
Look at you, Robbie.
It'll be a Hardin County Bank, 1st and 10 Tigers.
We've got a little more if they can just
score.
If they can make it happen.
Yeah, we'll get one score. We've got some momentum.
That 9-minute mark.
Yeah, time's our enemy now.
They'll spot it at the 48-yard line. 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap. Quick throw. This time it is tipped and almost intercepted. He went off of Garner's hands. That one's actually for Van Hoos. But a good play there by the defensive front for Lexington. That'll bring up second down, 2nd and 10. Clock stops so at 8:51 to go here in the ball game.
Well, Knox did a good job stretching that out, getting that first down. Because I mean, he had to push it to get it.
They'll send Gray, Van Hoos, and Pope to the right now. Garner out here to the near side.
Watch this backer.
Here's a snap. This time Hunt is going to keep it. Takes off running, breaks a tackle, and then he's going to be knocked down as he gets into Lexington territory at the 48.
He couldn't get outside.
Well, that's positive yard. That's 4 yards.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 6. Hunt lines them up. Now he's going to send trips here to the near side. Pope to the outside. Van Hoos in the middle. Gray in the slot. Garner to his right. Whitley stands to the left of Hunt. 3-man front now for Lexington. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Wheel route.
He did it. He ran the wheel route.
And it's complete to Whitley at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds. That'll be a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10. And the reason I hesitated is it looked like Hunt was going to take off running. Then he spotted Whitley going down the sideline. And the Tigers are in business at the 5.
Well, it had to be open. They just can't run with him. I mean,
you got an injured Lexington player.
So we got a timeout as they got a lineman down at the 40-yard line. I was watching Hunt. When he pulled it down, it looked like he was fixing to take off, and then he did a great job keeping his eyes down the field. They kind of vacated everything anyway. He would have had the first down.
And the thing is, he had Whitley before he had to run. I mean, he had to throw at about the 25-yard line, and I thought he saw him, and then he broke off running, and then he saw him.
Let's take a timeout as they got a Lexington player injured out there on the field. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. All right, welcome back to Lexington, Tennessee. The injured player coming off, one of their big linemen. First and goal, Tigers at the 5, 7:59 to go here in the game. This is the third time we've been deep in their territory. Let's see if we can do something here. They'll go two receivers, right and left. Whitley, the tailback, to the right. Here's a snap. Handoff, Whitley looking for some running room. Dives close to the one.
I heard
maybe spotted at the 2.
I heard the leather pop.
Yeah, and I mean, this is usually where you get Rivers. He'll run that zone read and keep, and he's really been effective at in the past.
Second down, second and goal from the 2.
But if they can do that again, they score.
Yeah.
Two receivers to the right, one out here to the near side. Hunt lining them up. He'll line up Whitley to his left. They've stacked it up in the middle. That's Lexington. Here's a snap. Here's Whitley trying to get outside. He does. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yep. Good move by John Whitley. It was stuffed in the inside, and he broke it to the outside and got in the end zone.
So the Tigers get a score with 7:18 to go here in the game, and they can cut it to 3.
Tackler had him in a headlock. It's like he picked the tackler up and carried him in the end zone.
He wasn't going to be denied.
No.
Martinez will come in to kick. Hunt will hold. We're missing one person out here.
And I don't know who it is.
They're running them on. Somebody quickly out here.
I don't know who it's supposed to be.
Now they get lined up. Here's a high snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. 7:18 to go here in the game. Tigers strike. 10-7 our score. We'll be back right after this timeout. All right, welcome back to Lexington, Tennessee. The Tigers go 6 plays.
And number 1.
77 yards. Whitley goes in from 2 yards out. The big play, the wheel route to Whitley to get it inside the 5. And then he takes it into the house. Extra point good. 10-7 our score. And that scoring drive powered by Jones Motor Company in Savannah. So Martinez will come out. And they send Smith back there and McLean, and they're about the 20-yard line. So we'll see what Coach Smith has told Martinez to do. He's been kicking it deep the last couple of times that we've been on the field. So here's a squib kick. It's going to hit, skip,
die ball
at the 5-yard line and be picked up there by Smith. He'll be hit and knocked down at the 20-yard line.
Good job. Perfect, Martinez.
Yeah, good kick.
Perfect. Line drive right between the whole set.
Yeah. All right, Tiger defense, this is where you step up.
All right, so Smith will bring them out as this game has just gotten a little tighter. It's unusual to see your quarterback back there running kicks back, but he's an outstanding athlete.
He plays on defense.
I think he's the fastest guy on the offensive side of the ball.
He plays on defense. He's a defensive back, too.
So it's first down, 1st and 10 Lexington. Smith brings them to the line. 5-man front for the Tigers. He'll send 2 receivers to his left.
Turnover would be nice, right?
And now they'll
get that football.
McLean will stand right behind him. Here's a snap. McLean trying to find some running room. He gets to the outside. He's going to be hit, and Bryce Davis jumps on him. That time they had it stuffed up, and he broke it outside and gets the first down on the first play out to the 32.
That's what you said a while ago, Kirk. If they ever break it to the outside, we're in trouble.
They're doing right. They'll keep doing that, too, because that time Hooper just got turned inside.
Yeah.
When he got turned inside, he lost his outside leverage, and I mean that gave it up.
So Smith will bring them to the line. McLean behind him, 2 receivers left, 5-man front for the Tigers. Here's a snap, looking for running room. He'll just dive to the middle pile. He gets out of the pack at the 40, 45, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Stops the clock. And there's a flag. We had him stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and he just kept going, and we give up.
We just let go.
We got a flag.
We got a late hit.
Yeah, that's 15 more.
There's your mistake again. I mean, they're everybody's in position. They just can't make the play.
Well, they just don't lock up. Poor tackling. I mean, I know it's a good running back, but it's just poor tackling.
So it'll be marked down to the 37-yard line. It'll be first down, 1st and 10. We let him out of a hole after an outstanding kick. We had him in the backfield twice, and he broke free. We kind of just give up on it after they stuffed it, and he got outside.
Well, here he comes again, so get ready.
So Smith will bring him to the line. Here's a snap. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Good job by Harris as he drug him down at the 35, 34-yard line.
Number 11, Isaiah McLean on the carry.
Pickup of about 3. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Clock is not our friend, that's for sure. 6.5 minutes to go here in the game. Lexington taking all the time that they want.
They're milking it now.
Smith looking over to the sideline. Now in comes a play. 2 receivers left, 1 here to the right. McLean stands to his right. 4-man front for Hardin County. Here's a snap. Smith's going to keep it. Looking to get outside. He does. He's got a seam. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. 5. Touchdown. We had it all clogged up. Forgot about the outside. Is a good call, and he takes it to the house. And they answer our touchdown with one of their own, and that's Smith from 34 yards out.
That's a People's Bank touchdown. Number 19, Connor Woods.
So Woods will come in for the extra point. Smith will hold. That's potentially build the lead back to 10. Here's the snap is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 6 minutes to go here in the game. 17-7 our score. Lexington on top. We'll be back right after this quick timeout. Here we go.
Then you had Pope out there on.
Smith goes in from 34 yards out, answers the score by Hardin County, and it's 17-7. They build it back to 10 with 6 minutes to go.
You run one back, that doesn't take but about 8 seconds.
Wood will kick it off back deep. It's Whitley and Pope. And they're going to kick it toward Whitley, and it's going to go in the end zone and out.
What a weapon.
Yeah. That reminds me of Tyler Lorenz.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is like that. When you hope, one of the things you put your hope in, you might get a run back.
Yeah.
Then you got Whitley and Pope back there. That's possibilities every time they touch the ball. Well, if they don't get to touch it, ends that.
No run back.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 at our own 20-yard line. Tigers need to strike quick. Try to put some more pressure. You never know. Hunt will send 2 receivers to the right, 2 here to the near side. Whitley stands right beside him, 3-man front. For Lexington, here's a snap. Looking to throw, still looking, drifts to his left, fires down the middle of the field. It's going to be intercepted. They got it at the 40. He was at the 30, still on his feet, knocked down 25. That was a bad throw as he threw it right into the defender's hand trying to hit Pope.
Yeah, he locked in on Pope then, and he never pulled off of him. And
it wasn't a confident throw either. He didn't feel good about it when he let go of it. Didn't have much zip on it. Pope was coming with a slant from the far side of the field, and the backside safety just followed his eyes and drifted in front of him. He never did pick up the backside.
So Lexington gets the turnover. Tigers just trying to hold on now. It's been a battle all night long. Lexington just seems like they just were bigger, faster, stronger, and wanted it more.
Well, they did something different then. They only rushed 3 and dropped everybody in coverage.
Here's a snap. McLean trying to get outside, has running room at the 20, still on his feet, and knocked down by Harris again at around the 11. This puts your defense in a bad position here as they're just pinning their ears back now and just letting her roll.
Somebody's got to go out. Somebody went in.
Result of the play is good enough for a first break.
So it'll be first down. First down Lexington at the Tiger 11-yard line. 5:37 to go here in the game. Smith brings them to the line. 2 receivers to the left. 1 here to the near side. McLean the back right behind him. Here's a snap. McLean right up the middle. He's going to be stuffed. They hold on to him this time. Good job there by Carter Scott. And he'll be maybe a yard on the carry down to the 10-yard line.
But, they hit him at the line of scrimmage, but he stood there and his legs kept moving and he almost broke away again.
Well, Carter that time had him pinned by the ankle and just waiting on help. Second down, 2nd and 8. Smith brings them to the line. Tigers get lined up, 4-man front. Here's a snap. Smith trying to get outside, just lowers his head. Good play there by Malabanan, knocks him down right at the line of scrimmage. That time he got a hold of him, held on. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Brought down at the 11-yard line, brings up 3rd down.
Thing is, they've got a field goal kicker that's pretty good. They could get up to a 3-score lead here.
He's better than pretty good. He's real good.
So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and about 9 after a loss of a yard. Smith brings them to the line. Another big 3rd down play here for the Tiger defense. McLean stands behind Smith. Now he'll move him to his right. 2 receivers right. Now he'll move him back to the left. Tigers line up. Here's a snap. They're going to throw it. They got it complete. He fell down, but he threw it behind him. Boy, they had it set up. That's that little H-back hidden back behind that big line of scrimmage, and now they'll send out the kicking team.
Yep.
Obviously, they don't run that play very often.
He made a good catch.
Yeah, he did make a good catch.
Because he'd already tackled himself.
Turf monster got him.
Tackled himself before he caught it, and he still made the catch.
So the Tigers defense holds, and now hopefully we can get another hook to the left here and still stay in this ball game. Smith will hold. Woods will kick. Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up, and the kick is no good.
Good.
Well, I was just hoping.
Well, I thought it was no
looked
good.
a little left to me.
It did to me too, but Woods knocks it through.
We don't have a good angle, though.
No, not from that side.
So they go up 20-7 with 3:04 to go. We'll keep it right here. Remember, Sports Talk in the morning at 9:30. Coach to Coach will lead us off on our Sports Saturday at 8:30. Doug Matthews with Dave McGinnis and Larry Stone. And then me and Kurt will talk with Coach Smith about tonight's game and get you ready for next week as we head on the road again to Milan, Tennessee to take on the Milan Bulldogs. Airtime 6:45. Kickoff time is at 7 p.m. And then the Ball Network will take over at 10:30, and they'll lead you up to the opening kickoff between Kentucky and Tennessee. But right now the Tigers in deep trouble.
Dire straits.
Yeah, exactly.
To kick it off for Lexington.
Yeah, I mean, they needed to make a stop on that series. You know, turnover would have been nice. They did a good job on the kick, containing them down here to 20, and they just couldn't make the play.
So here's a kick. It's a high end-over-end kick. Whitley's going to take it at about his own 5. Here comes Whitley up the middle of the field with the 35, or excuse me, 25 down to about the 30. I don't know. I know one thing. Somebody absolutely got blasted down here by White.
Yeah.
Whitley comes up
slow.
At the 44.
So let's see what it is.
Holding.
Holding against Hardin County.
Oh my gosh, he threw that flag at the.
I think it was 37. Noah Strickland down here.
You know, you really don't want to hold at the 40-yard line on a deep kick when you're the only one with a white jersey that's blocking.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, look at me, everything I do.
So it moves it back to the 24-yard line where the Tigers will have it with 2:57 to go. Now 3 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Here's a snap. Quick throw through the hands of Pope. I mean, he actually threw a fastball to Pope and goes right through his hands.
Number 24, Christian White, in at running back for John Whitley. John took a big lick on that kickoff return.
So that'll bring up second down, 2nd and 10, 2:54. The clock stops on the incomplete pass. 2 receivers right and left. Hunt brings them to the line. White stands to the right of Rivers. 3-man front. Here's a snap. Rivers is going to keep it right up the middle, runs right into the teeth of the defense. They absolutely, the 3-man front, just whipped our front, and that'll bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and about 9.
Short gain on the play.
They got their speed guys in there now.
Yeah.
They've taken out those Coke machines.
They've got their speed rushers in up there. And you look there as far as prevent defense is concerned, basically.
So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 9 for the Tigers. Hunt from the shotgun formation. Here's a snap, drops to throw. Launches it downfield. He's got Pope, and this time he overthrows everybody.
Pass incomplete. Intended receiver number 2. Put it up by number 10.
That's Hope to Pope.
Yeah. Man.
So that'll bring up a 4th down, and this will be the ball game probably for the Tigers if they can't keep this drive going.
Well, it's kind of desperation kind of throwing hope.
You got to have a 1st down.
It wasn't that. The defensive back had already
bailed out.
Yeah, he'd already turned and started running.
Yeah, he was 20 yards deep.
He knew what was happening.
So here's a 4th down play. 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap. Looking to throw. Under pressure. Now rolls to his right. Slips. Still on his feet. Looking for some running room. Stays on his feet. Going down the sideline. It'll be a wrestler out of bounds.
Short of the 1st down.
Yeah. Short about 3 yards, and that'll do it.
Number 10.
Well, we'll see if they want to play this game hard the last minute and 55 seconds.
Well, they're letting the clock run. I mean, he went out of bounds, and they're letting the clock run. Well, they stopped the
at the 30-yard line.
So Lexington is going to win it over here unless something really strange happens.
Yeah, like an alien invasion.
Yeah, because they'll take over first place. They'll move to 4-0. Hardin County will move to 3-1 with Liberty coming to town in a couple of weeks. The one thing you want to do is make sure you're in that first two spots. That's for sure as far as playoffs go. Here's Smith, just straight run, trying to get outside, cuts it up the field at the 20. He's at the 10, 5, touchdown.
That's a little salt in the wound right there.
Yep, just a sweep, and it just adds to the misery so far for the Tigers.
He's a fast little cat.
Number 19.
It's our job to stop him.
For the Community Bank extra point attempt. 1:38 remaining in the ball game. Lexington leads 26.
I'd like to watch this film.
I'm sure Coach will let you.
Yeah.
So Woods will come in to kick. As Lexington trying to will break the losing streak to the Tigers. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 1:38 to go here in the game. 27-7 our score. Lexington on top. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Remaining in the ball game. Lexington leads.
Welcome back to Lexington, Tennessee. 27-7 our score. Smith goes in from 29 yards, just a straight run, nothing fancy. Just turned it upfield. We didn't have anybody there. Kind of like he scored
The
last time on a 34-yard run.
Jacob Harrison and Caden Pope back deep this time.
Here's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken and dropped. They pick it up. That's Pope. He has it at the 20-yard line up the field. He's at the 30. He's at the 40, going down the field, and he's going to be hit and driven down close to the 50-yard line. He's so dangerous. And now some extra activity going on. And that's what happens between these two teams is they tie up. As looked like Van Hoos was one of them. They run him off over there, and this young man, I don't know what was going on, but
you know we've been undefeated all through these first half of the season, and really can't say you had to have it, but
Hardin County will have it first.
Really would like to have had Hudson out there in this ball game.
Yeah, I'd like to see him play in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been somebody else that would have taken relief off of Pope.
First down, 1st and 10 Tigers. Hunt back to throw, still looking, fires down the sideline looking for Pope. It is going to be incomplete. Underthrown.
Incomplete. Intended receiver number 2.
He ought to be a tired man tonight.
Yeah.
He's run a million miles.
So they got the second down, 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 1:20.
The biggest thing in this ball game, in my opinion, is if they give him that touchdown without the holding penalty.
Yeah.
And we're at 7-10 early in the
third quarter is a different ball game.
I think probably
momentum switches. Hunt in the shotgun, straight drop, no pressure, rolls to his left, looks, fires underneath, complete to Gray. He's at the 40, he's at the 30, he's at the 25, he's at the 20, runs out of bounds.
Good job, Doc.
He comes streaking from his from the right side, and he runs out of bounds, stops the clock at 1:10 to the 19-yard line. Where do we Hardin County make 1st and 10 Tigers. So Rivers will send two receivers. That's Gray and Pope to his right. Van Hoos and Garner here to the near side. Whitley the tailback. Here's a snap. They're going to give it to Whitley, looking for running room. Now he takes off at the 15. He's at the 10, trying to get outside the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, signal it. There you go. I didn't think he's going to signal it.
So Whitley goes in for the score, his second of the night.
A lot of backups in there right now for them. That was easy pickings for us on that play.
Goes in from 19 yards out and cuts the lead to 27 to 13. Hunt will hold Martinez
1 minute 3 seconds
in the kick.
remaining in the game.
Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up, and the
Number
kick
50's kick is up, and it's good.
and is good.
Lexington leads
103 to go.
County 14.
27-14 is your score. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back right after this. Kick it off. Here's the onside kick attempt. It's up in the air, and the Tigers have it.
Rivers Hunt got it. Did it go 10 yards?
I don't think it did.
No, it didn't.
Barely, by a half a yard.
It was. I mean, it's what you want to do on the onside kick.
Got the kick, got the ball up in the air. We just touched it. We got a little anxious.
Lexington's ball, 1st and 10.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10, Lexington. All they got to do now is run the clock.
You know, that right there is about how this game's been. I mean, just a play away and that close to making it a better ball game. I mean, the snap that hits Pope and when we're down there on the 10-yard line.
Yeah. I mean, we've had our chances, had our opportunities. Like I said, had to play a clean game. We haven't played a clean game, and then
penalty brought back touchdown. I mean, 10-yard penalty, 4 yard deep in your backfield, cost 15 yard. Ended one of our series inside on their side of the field. I mean, it just wasn't a clean game.
Smith in the shotgun. They give it to McLean, trying to get outside. He's still being hit and drugged down.
That's Harris again. He played a good ball game.
That's Harris and Davis.
I thought Garner was going to get his neck broke.
Number 11, McLean on the carry.
So he loses about 3 yards on the carry, 45 seconds to go, and I don't know why you want to run anything and could get somebody hurt.
Yeah, I don't know either. This is kind of a redneck mess.
I mean, all you got to do is go under center, 30 seconds to go.
I think he's calling them off.
Well, yeah, I mean, why not then?
I don't know.
Here's a snap. Smith goes back, touches the knee, and that will do it. As Lexington will win it, 27-14, and they take the lead in District 6 as they'll go to 4-0.
Played a good game.
Yeah, 8-1 on the season. Tigers will lose their first game of the season. They'll go to 7-1. We'll go to 7-1 as well. But the big loss is in the region as the Tigers will lose their first game going back to last year. They had won 8 in a row. But it's a tough night here in Lexington, Tennessee. We'll take a timeout. The post-game show brought to you by Central Bank is coming your way next. Tennessee as the Lexington Tigers defeat your Hardin County Tigers. 27-14 is the final score as they take the lead in the Region 6 race. As both teams they remain undefeated at 4-0. Tigers 3-1. So a good ball game tonight. We knew it was going to be a struggle, but they kind of took it to us in the first half. We really didn't have any possessions. We have two possessions in the first half, I think, is what it was. If I'm looking at this right, three possessions, and all three resulted, or two in punts and then turnover on downs. Of course, I think like you do, Kurt, the big turnaround for us, we had the momentum. We come out, how are we going to get Pope involved? We got him involved. He takes it to the house 80 yards on the end around, and then it gets called back for holding. And then we were just catch up from that point on.
Yeah, and, bottom line, usually always the bottom line. And what I mean by that is you win or lose the line of scrimmage usually dictates a lot of how the ball game comes out. And they beat us at the line of scrimmage. So, I mean, that's kind of it in a nutshell. And they did a really good job of staying on blocks. A lot of teams will hit you, but they won't stay. These guys would get on us and get on our linebackers. We were having to make individual tackles on a good running back. And I really do think, it's like Robin said, how will we do when we match up against a team that's, really strong because we're young and smaller. And we were putting that up against a lot of meat on both sides of their ball. And the contrast of just physically looking, the eye test and that kind of thing, they had us beat in that. We stayed in the game, and when we cut the score down to a one-score game, we were still in it, and we needed to get off the field on that next series after we had cut that score to 7-10, and we let them out on 3 third downs, and ended up being a big score.
Third down was that was the story of the game, Robin. Third down. I mean, we let them out of a bunch of third and longs.
And the thing about it is that they didn't throw the ball as far as on third down. I mean, it was just basically, you knew when they lined up it was either going to be a handoff to 11 and the quarterback one was going to take it. I mean, they just blocked us and blocked us well. We tackled poorly, and they picked up the first down. But
they didn't complete a pass in the game.
They threw two.
Yeah. Well, one. 3-3.
Well, that's right. One for a loss.
Yeah.
When the guy fell down over there. Right. One for a loss. So, that's usually had no passing game.
Usually if you can make a team, one-dimensional like that, you've got an advantage. But they're just like Dyersburg. We talked about that earlier. They had a real dynamic, but their line wasn't that great. This team had good run. They had a good running back, a good running quarterback, and they had 5 Coke machines blocking up front. So that was the story of the game.
And they were good in all aspects of the game. Good kicking game, good punting, the kickoff, pinning us back. Even when we had they kicked it short, we were having to take it at the 2 or 3 yard line and.
Well, he kicked a 52-yard field goal.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good kicking game.
But we had our opportunities, and that's all you can ask for. We're a good football team, and, it was a tough night over here. They were ready to play us.
Yeah.
You can tell the fans were ready. Homecoming night, the whole deal. But, we'll have to get back up off the turf and kind of brush your britches off a little bit because it's not going to be easier next week.
Well, one of the things, too, that we talked about all the time was how – they've gotten by and been able to win games without having, Hudson in the lineup.
Yeah.
And this is not one of those games you needed. You got a D1 tight end there that now they have to, instead of doubling Pope, they have to think about keeping eyes on Hudson and not having him in the game at both sides of the ball. He can play with this size. And so, taking that individual out would have been, having him would have been an advantage.
Plus. It had been a plus. I don't know if it had won the ball game.
No, I don't either.
It would have been a plus.
But that's just a weapon that's not in your not in your repertoire anymore. So all in all, they did what they came out to do and did it, and we couldn't stop them. So you know.
Well, it's like we say all the time about Lexington football. This is the way they do. Here's our offense. Here's our defense.
Right.
If you can beat it, you can beat us. If you
right.
can't, we're going to beat you.
I was surprised though that we weren't able to throw the ball on them. I really did think that we might be able to, you know, air it out and hit on some of those big plays. But I mean, they had good speed, stayed with our guys, and we did make some plays in the passing game. But
yeah, but you got to get more than one or two people involved, and we got Garner, and then got him involved. They shut Pope down, and you know, we had some success with that. Finally got Gray involved a little bit as
Whitley on the wheel
route, kind of opened things up. But anyway, it is what it is, as they say.
But you know, the other thing too about throwing the ball, you need 4 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, and that was lots of time River was running for his life. You know, had being flushed out of the pocket when he made some of those throws. So you know, that goes back to the line of scrimmage game. So they just beat us at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball.
Tigers lose it over here to Lexington, 27-14. Be sure to tune in the morning with our Sports Saturday. Starts at 8:30 with Coach to Coach, and then me and Kirk will have Coach Smith in the morning at 9:30 for Sports Talk, and then Tennessee football at 10:30. Kickoff at 11 with Kentucky. That's all your Sports Saturday starting in the morning at 8:30. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for viewing. And thanks to our sponsors. Couldn't do it without them. For Jane at the station, Robin, Kurt, Blaine, our supporting cast, and Brett.
And the Midnight Cowboy.
The Midnight Cowboy on the video. Have a great rest of your Friday night. See you in the morning, 9:30. Sports Talk right here on 93.5 FM.
Oh,
all right. See you in the morning.